Alright, William came out to me today and said my headlights aren't working. And said, okay. Came out here and sure enough, the headlights aren't working. So what I did was I went into the car itself. Just connecting the battery right now, by the way. And I pulled out the switch, which is right here. Look at this stupid thing right there. Those parking lights, all that for parking lights, and then all that for headlights, right? So they got like several grounds and a power going into each one, and then it goes through the switch, and then a power goes through the switch, goes back out to the lights, right? So you got your parking lights and your marker lights or whatever, and then your headlights. Sure enough, power is coming to the switch. So I took a wire. Let me see if I can get it in there. There's one end. There's the other end. And I plugged it into the power in here. Trying to do this right here, and then in the other side. And the lights came on. So the switch is bad. Now the switch costs $30. And when I looked at these in the past, because I replaced the one in my full-size truck because they're the same and they're garbage. Everybody says so. So you buy one for $30 and they're garbage. I happen to have one in another truck that I was using for my old 48. When I dismantled that, I used that switch and it works fine and it hasn't broke on me yet. But now this one's broken, so I could spend $30, make it look just like it did or does, or whatever you want to call it. Or I can spend $5. Going to break again for $30. Might break again, only $5. Yeah. So I figure $5. And look at this. Got a nice spot. I could just drill a hole in it, put the switch in it, then you just flip the switch instead of flipping this stupid switch, and it'll work. What? That is weird. So yeah, but that's this down here. This one I might plug back in. It's just the internal light and dimmer, and I believe that's working just fine. And so I'll just plug that one back in. I'll bypass this one with one toggle switch, and I got another toggle switch for my 48 project. All right, so far. So what I did was I pulled the wires back, I undid this, and here's the wires I cut free from here. Pigtail from the old S10 using for the 48. It's the same. I'm just attaching it so I can make it longer to give me more room, because the wires were tucked in here and I can't get my hands in there very well. I'm old, I can't see as well, so I brought them out where I can reach them, see them, and then I'm going to splice them together. It'll be easier to work with from now on, and I'll come back as soon as I get more progress. All right, so there. Now, instead of it being tucked deep inside here, I have it out here where I can get to it. And then now I'm going to take what is needed from here. This is the hot all the time. From what I understand, when I jumped it, this, I believe they say, is yellow. And that goes to the headlights. And then this one, most likely the parking lights. So what I'll do is I'll plug those into this. Power on one side and the other's on the other side. Let's see if I can't get the lights to come on and work fine. If not, well, I got another switch. But the schematics shows that the same power powers both of those headlight and marker lights, so there shouldn't be any issue with current or voltage or anything else. Should work fine. We'll see. So I got this switch out of the package, and I got voltmeter. Cheap, simple little thing's been beat to crap. Can't believe it's not blown up yet. But I set it to the resistance. Yeah, so for ohms of resistance, right? Now it says OL, right? OL, overload, whatever you want to call it. There's no connection. That's what's going on. So I got the switch. It's a toggle switch. It doesn't really say anything on it. So test it to see which way is on and which way is off. And then we'll know if it works and which position it is in, so I can place it. I drilled a hole, and then I can place it in here because I want to place it in here. All right, so it'll be in the car. And do I want this to flip up to run and down to off, or do I want it flip down to run, flip up to off, right? Traditional switches that are vertical are like this. Probably just what we'll do, whatever. Don't matter. It's my world, I can do what I want. So let's see. Trying to see if I can test this legitimately while holding everything. Okay. Much better, right? Can read that. No effect. Zero. So that's on. So if we want to have it up and on, then it's going to be like this. And that's off. And like so. Let me find the little bits and pieces. There's all the pieces. Buyer beware. When I was looking at these in Walmart, they were locked up in a bin. Had to wait for the associate. He comes out, I say, I want two. He hands me two. I look at the package. One of them had all of this with the switch. And the other one had the switch. So just keep that in mind. If there's not extra parts, you probably don't want it. Check for the one that has the most parts. Take whatever has the most parts. Can't go wrong that way, right? So you can lose them. All right. Off on. I don't have a whole lot of gap. Don't know if this is going to work out very well. I might have to. come up with a better plan. Be sure to use the right tool for the job, or don't. Just like this, but now it's there. Whatever. These things are garbage. All right. Well, that might be an issue. So that's just called a test fit, and it fits. I'm just gonna wire it together and come back. Well, so this was the original plug that I took out, and then I just wired a switch. All right, and there's the old switch that don't work, and it's plugged into this. This is power all the time. This is power. Headlights, marker lights, and then the blinkers obviously is here, and it's wired slightly different. And this played no effect on that. So what you got is you got this off, right? And then oh wow, it's off. It's off. Oh, it's off. Don't need to show you the other side because it's off. Right. Damn. On. It's on. What? What? Oh my goodness. What? What? Insane, right? $5 fix. I'll do a couple more things. Like, let's see here. Oh yeah. It says it's working. What the heck, man? It works. Yeah, lights on. This one's gonna be hard to tell, at least in my view. But yeah, they're working. So I wired or taped this off. This was connected to one side of the switch. These two are connected to the other side of the switch. So what they initially did with this garbage switch is they ran power and power separately. And then on each end, you'd have, so you'd hit this switch and the marker light would come on. You hit this switch and the headlights come on. Turn them both off. or you can turn them both on. Options. People like their options. Now, all you got is one option, on or off. That's it. So what? Simple. Everything's off now. Let's one last look. Make sure. Looks like there's no light. Definitely no light. No light. No light. So there you go. $30. Make it look like it did. Technically $5. A little bit of drilling. A little bit of tape. A lot of patience. And some of your time. And you got working headlights before dark. Well, hope you enjoyed this episode. I didn't. Talk to you later.